Hey, what is up friends? So I know that starting an Etsy store might seem very frightening to do, but in today's video, I'm going to show you guys step by step how to start your own Etsy store and start generating sales like this. I'm going to be showing you how you can set up your store, set up some listings, and start making some sales. I'm also gonna have a couple of bonus tips throughout this video that can even help people who already have stores but aren't generating the sales that they want to. Let's get into why Etsy is a great place to start a store. So why starting a store on Etsy is such a great idea is because there's almost 100 million users on Etsy, but there's only around 5 million sellers on Etsy. Therefore, you can have 95 million people view your listing and even purchase it. Not only that, but Etsy is super easy to start up and also start getting sales. Now the cons with Etsy is that most things are saturated, but with AI, it's going to be solving this problem of saturation. You will be able to upload thousands of listings per day and still you would be getting views on Etsy. This can lead to you exploding your views and also sales, but AI will also give you more ideas for listings, therefore you can expand your horizon and have much more listings in the future. So enough talking, let's get right into the creation of your own Etsy store. So first off, you're gonna wanna open up Etsy like this and then press sign in. Second, you're gonna wanna continue with Google, Apple, or Facebook. It's up to you, but I personally use Google. You're gonna press register in the top right corner, or it's just gonna give you this register screen right away. And for this video, I made a brand new Etsy so you guys can actually see the full experience. So guys, after you create your Etsy account, you're gonna be going over to this top right bubble and you're gonna press on sell on Etsy. Second, you're gonna press get started and let's just get right into it. Go through all these random questions. Now these questions here, you can just skip. Now everything here is pretty basic. Just put everything that relates to you. So English, United States, and the US dollar. Now second is naming your shop. I wouldn't stress over this too much. You wanna name a shop around something that you think will sell. So let's say you watch my new video where I show you how to make AI art and sell backgrounds, then you'd want to make it something about backgrounds. Okay. So I'm going to be calling it Photographer Daniel. So I named it Photography Danny, and let's just go on to the stock your shop. So in this slide, it's telling you to make your first listing, and with this, if you don't want to, then you don't have to, but I'd recommend just making your first listing right away. This is so that you don't delay yourself and kind of never post a listing. Now don't worry, posting a listing on Etsy is super easy, so let's get right into it. First off, you want to import your product that you're going to be launching or your digital product. For this example, I'm using an AI backdrop that I created this last video. Next thing you want to do is title. Now, when making your own title, you're going to go right back onto Etsy, and also you can use AIs for this, but I'd say just go right back onto Etsy and you're going to search up what you're selling. So this basically will give you kind of an idea of what you should name your thing. Now here's a little tip, don't tell anyone, but if you search up what you want to sell and then you look under it, these are words that people are searching up. Now obviously the top one, PNG, is the most popular search phrase for this item. So I'm just going to press on PNG and look at the titles that show up. For this example, I'm going to choose this cheetah background with bleach effect. Now as you can see, they basically just named it exactly what it is. But if I go to a more basic listing like just clouds here, I could copy it and then also use the same kind of design for it. So for this example, I kind of have this abandoned location. Then you can also put a comma and just keep on adding. Now you want to relate it to these things that are already working for people. Now another way you can find words that are searched up often would be going to Google Trends and just search up a title that you want to use or a word that you want to use and make sure that on Google Trends it shows that it is pretty searched. Now after creating all of these things right here, you're just going to want to enter the category that it's in. So let's just say graphic tees. I know it isn't, but make sure you relate it to your product. And then for all of these, you're just going to want to input them if they do go with your product. So it has holiday, it has all of these things. Now second, you're just going to want to put a description that really matches your product and input as many keywords as possible. Now a good way to do this is go onto the other listing like I showed you and look at their descriptions. If it was an actual listing, I would go onto Google Trends and also maybe even ChatGPT. Now when you're on ChatGPT, you're just going to want to type in make a description about, and then come over to your item, scroll up, copy the whole entire listing, paste it, and just enter. And watch this. Boom. It just makes a literal giant listing. Look at this listing. Now the second thing are the tags. This is a key thing to your listing to generate you more sales and also more views. So I'm just gonna put backgrounds, abandon, and stuff like that that relates and also our keywords. Now remember what I told you, just search up backgrounds and make sure that it kind of shows up here if you want to get more views. Now, second is the pricing. What I would do is look at other people's listings and price yourself lower. Now, I know you may be thinking that's going to kill my profits, but since you have no reviews or purchases on your Etsy store, then what this would do is attract way more people to buy from you, and therefore after you get a lot of reviews and purchases, you can increase the price. This will just make it look like all those people that bought your item are actually buying it for that price that you have, and this will lead to people thinking they're getting a good deal and then purchasing it for that bumped price. Now for variations, if you do have any, just press this area and add in the variations. It makes it very easy. And then also if you want to add additional things that they can buy, you can put personalize if you want, and then you could say, oh, you want me to edit you into the photo? That'll cost an extra $5. Now for the shipping, just use Etsy stuff. Say calculate them for me, and then you just put everything in here. Processing time. Now for the processing time, I would say put 1 to 2 days or even 1 to 3 days, but the lower you put, the higher chance that someone's going to purchase from you, since they'll get their item even quicker. And then where I'll ship, I would say United States, you can offer free shipping, but when it's international, do not offer free shipping, since shipping is going to cost almost 10x compared to your nation shipping. And this goes the same with any country. If you live somewhere else, just offer shipping in your nation, but not other places. Now shipping services, edit and then take out these kind of useless ones like this one, and stuff that people just don't want to even see. Who wants 6 to 10 day shipping when you live in the US and we have Amazon, which is literally 1 day shipping. Now for handling fee, you don't need to put a fee. I mean, I've never seen someone actually do that. Now save as shipping profile. You're going to use this for all your listings in the future. Now the next thing is entering all your item sizes. So basically it's just asking the size of your package. Now since you have a digital product, or if you don't, then you're not going to add anything there. And now it's return and exchanges. So apply simple policy, which is a 30-day return policy. But if you don't want to do that, just create your own policy and say that they can't return at all. It also shows your little listing right here, how it looks. And now you're going to put in all your information about how you'll get paid. So I'm going to fill this up real quick and then I'll get back to you guys. So after you put your bank and your card of how you're going to pay, you're going to do the 2-step verification and just do it with your phone number. It's super simple. Alright guys, so when you first open your shop, it's going to pull up this, and with this I'm going to show you a couple of things that you guys can use to your advantage to generate more sales. So first off is the stats, where you'll see all the views and also orders, conversion rate, and revenue. Now for conversion rate, you're going to be wanting to shoot for 5% at least. Anything above that is insane and really good. Now second is what star seller is. Now getting star seller is a great accomplishment and you should shoot for getting it. This will increase your conversion rate, and it just puts a little star logo next to your name, making it so that you're more trusted as well. Now the second thing I was talking about is actually Etsy ads, which is in marketing. And with this, you can also add social media, sales and discounts, and also search the analytics, which is just searching how your ads did. Now Etsy ads are pretty expensive, and basically what they do is they charge you per click that you get with their ads, and this may get pretty expensive over time if your listing isn't super high quality. But let's say you sell a $20 item and you have to pay 10 cents per click. That's honestly not bad, and this is a great way to get more views and sales. Now the last thing is also your sales channel, where you're going to want to press customize with this little pencil and just add in a custom photo, which you can edit on Photopea. When you're on Photopea, press new project, press Instagram, create, open and place. Now a super simple way of creating a logo is just going over here to the shape button, pressing ellipse, going all the way over here to that right corner and then bottom, and just going to both corners. And then after the fill area, you can put whatever color you want by selecting down here. Second thing you're going to want to do is just add in any logo or any kind of symbol, I guess. So let's say I like this little money symbol here. I'll just add it in. Now you may think that this doesn't look good. I agree with you. You're going to come over here to the circle once again. Now you're going to come over here to this circle, press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. Make a little circle in the circle. And now from here in this circle, you're going to want to put a darker shade of the color you just made. Now you can even put a whole different shade. Now I know this doesn't look too good, but here's an example of one I just created for my new Discord, which you guys can check down below. And it looks like this. So you can't tell me that doesn't kind of look good, and that is a good design. After you add all of this information, I'm going to show you how I generate almost 10K a month on Etsy. Now in my new video, which I created, where you can find it up here again, I basically show you this new digital product way that you guys can make money, which is where you use AI to generate backgrounds and then sell it on Etsy. So I hope you guys learned something new from this video, and you can get started on Etsy and start making thousands of dollars per month. Have a good one, friends.